Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban lifestyle and jungle survival. Today we're going to have a look at this beautiful traditional French knife, Le Capuchadou by Fontenille Pataud. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. Thanks. When it comes to French knives, probably the most well-known consumer brand is Opinel. And I have one over here. This is a limited edition black palm version. My wife got it for me when she was in France last year. So Opinel is really iconic. You can get many different sizes of this knife in various woods. So it ranges from very economical to more expensive versions. And there's this locking collar which rotates. So it is a locking knife. So very popular knife, especially for outdoor use, very lightweight as well. But when it comes to high quality handmade French knives, that is a completely different product. As mentioned, this knife is made by Fontenille Pataud, one of the most established and respected cutlers in France that has been around for several generations. They are known for their handmade Laguiole knives, and their workshop is located in Thiers, the French capital of cutlery. This knife is not a Laguiole knife, it is the Capuchadou and was created before the Laguiole in the 19th century. It was used by French peasants, farmers and shepherds and was used for all kinds of daily tasks, from preparing lunch to care of their flocks of sheep. And personally, I like this knife better than the Laguiole. I find the Laguiole a bit too thin and dainty for my liking, although I recognize and appreciate its appeal. So obviously it means I relate better to peasants than gentlemen. Let's check out this knife. So it came in a parcel and came in just this simple packaging. So that's a branded paper bag. And inside we've got some literature. So all the knives come with this certificate of guarantee, and there's a serial number as well. Very nice. A nice postcard with a message, and then some literature on another knife. In this case, Laguiole Magnum, which has a corkscrew. Now let's have a look at the knife itself. Now it comes in this really nice leather sheath. Now typically I do like hard leather sheaths like this one, but for this particular knife I think actually this soft leather sheath fits very well. Made of pure leather, really nice. You can see it's two different kinds of leather on either side. And here we have the knife. Now I'm not sure how well this comes across on camera, but it is really handsome. I would admit it's actually slightly smaller than I thought initially, but it actually works out to be a really handy size in my opinion. And I'll share more in terms of the ergos in just a bit. But it is handmade. All the knives are handmade. This took about 2 months to make for me. And you can see on the spine, this is all hand filed, and on the spine you have UKG right there. So this is an add-on item that you can do. They charge per letter, the minimum of 2 letters, but this is all hand done. So that's really nice. Now this is a traditional knife, so it is a slip joint. That means it's got no locking mechanism, but it is precision made. Really nice spring. Just listen to that positive lock. It's probably the best slip joint I've handled. It's got this really high mirror polish, so I'm gonna just clean the knife as I do this so you don't see my fingerprints. But there you can see the brand stamp there on the blade. And this is a shamrock. You can get that decorated with a gemstone as well. Of course, that costs more. And this is kind of the standard model in terms of the filing. Again, you can pay more to get more intricate filing, but that's, in my opinion, really nice. Now the whole shamrock spring is hand chiseled with a file. This denotes the artisan quality, unlike mass market products that have welded springs and are machine decorated. So this file work and these details create a unique knife, making each knife one of a kind. Now the handle of choice that I went with, let's close this up, is a buffalo horn that's taken from the bark of the horn. Now you can get many different finishes from I believe horn, bone, wood, many different options. I went with this. You can see there is some hand decorative filings to create that texture. Really nice and elegant. So for a gentleman's knife, which I kind of wanted, this was definitely what I was going for in terms of the look. And of course, the fit and finish, definitely just high level all the way. Now, I won't go into the history of this knife because you can find someone else who has done a much better job. So if you'd like to learn more about the Capuchadou and Fontenille Pataud, check out the video by Stefan Schmalhaus. He has an excellent YouTube channel, which is probably the best knife channel on traditional French knives. It is elegant, sophisticated, and basically the complete opposite of this channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. Stefan has also singled out this knife as a highlight in his collection for its rich heritage and precision craftsmanship. Now let's talk about some specifications. The length of the handle is 10 centimeters. The overall length is 17 centimeters and it weighs about 90 grams. I mentioned this is a pretty small knife, but I can get a full purchase on it. I have small to medium hands. And I guess if you have bigger hands, your pinky would still wrap around here, but you still get that nice confident grip. Now this is obviously not a hard use knife. Well, traditionally I'm sure it was, but this version, at least I'm not going to use it for hard use. I definitely won't bring this out to the jungle and use it as a bushcraft knife. I'm even hesitant to bring it out on a daily EDC use, but more for that special occasion. The blade is stainless Swedish 14C28N steel. It's 3 millimeters thick for the blade, and that's a hardness of 58 to 59 HRC. The spring is made from 3 millimeter thick stainless steel. It's Z20C13 and features a blade stop, so you don't damage the blade when you close it. Because as I mentioned, very strong back spring. You can see it just kind of snaps back as you would with a kind of a slip joint knife. So this particular model is 188 euros. That's about $200 US. And if you're going to do these engravings, that's 17 euros or about 18 US per letter. And as mentioned, a minimum of 2 letters each. So overall, a beautiful knife. This definitely I got more from a collector's point of view. I had handled a traditional knife and I did a video on that. I helped someone sharpen it and I thought, well, it's actually pretty nice. Well, it wasn't a cheap knife, but definitely not an artisan knife like this. So I decided, you know, I'm going to get myself a nice French knife, and Fontenille Pataud is definitely one of the best to get it from. And I chose this in the end. If I do carry this, I think I'm going to carry it probably in a caddy. So this is what I'm currently EDCing. This is Alox Pioneer X, but this I believe fits in very nicely. As you can see, in black leather like that, that works out very well. So if I bring it out, I might just carry it in my pocket, make sure there's no loose change or keys inside the pocket, or I'll keep it here. That's just to prevent it from getting, you know, scratched up. If not, it's going to go on display as part of my collection, and I think it's a nice conversation piece as well, and just a nice knife to own. Now, when it first came to me, it was definitely sharp, very sharp, but there was some micro, I won't say burrs, but definitely some imperfections. So when I sliced paper, I could feel it, even though it could slice through the paper. But I did put it to the leather strop and stropped it up, and now it just cuts through, just slices through very nicely. So very satisfying in all aspects, from the fit and finish to the sharpness and just the overall look. So really nothing much else I can say except for you to check it out, look at it, appreciate it. And if you're looking for a traditional French knife which is handmade, definitely I think this is something you can consider. Now, do you own one of these knives, or maybe one of these knives or different styles of knives from Fontenille Pataud? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below and what you think of the knives, and do you actually use it as an EDC? Do you actually bring it out to the field? I hope you don't do that. I hope you enjoyed this video. In time to come, I'll probably show you where I'm going to put this on display in my house once I decide where it should go. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.